This next podcast is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. And we got my man. I am VSOP. What's good, HHW fam? And I'm with my mans and them. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Gold.
Steven Gold, people.
Yeah,
AKA
Steve.
Dom Mysterio, #1 fan. Dirty Dom all day.
Yeah, Dom shining. He's shining. He's going to get a second opportunity to go one-on-one with the GOAT.
Looking forward to it, man. Yes, that was a given, though. That was a given. You definitely wanted to give him that GOAT rub. Pause. But give him that rub, the win against a GOAT like John Cena, a legend, before he checked out. And shout out to you for calling that, too. That definitely wasn't on my list, but that was on your list. And it happened.
It happens. Getting ready to happen for a second time. Now, granted, I much rather see Cena versus
Gunther.
Well, Cena versus Gunther, which I still think we're going to get, because Gunther was very dominant on Raw in the tournament. But I also want to see Cena in War Games. We're not going to get that, but that's okay. The lineup right now is pretty exciting. It's going to be a hot match. So, Cena Survivor Series, round 2. Do you actually think Dom's going to pin John Cena and get that championship back? Or is John Cena going to relinquish that title and then they do a tournament to get a new Intercontinental Champion? What do you think about that?
Woo! To be honest, that's 50-50. I would like to see Dom do it, but it will also be cool if Cena retire with it and they come out with a new Intercontinental title, because I'm not the biggest fan of the new Intercontinental belt. That's just me.
So
either way, it's a win-win. It's not a lose in that situation.
Yeah, if them redesigning the IC belt, what would you prefer? Them to create a brand new design or go back to the old one, the white strap one?
Once again, I hate to keep going to that. Maybe half and half. Maybe kind of have like a old look nostalgia to it, but kind of like put their new take on it. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe kind of go with the old cool, like with the with a new style, but kind of like have like the white strap again, or like the yellow strap, or the purple strap.
Actually, when I think about it, they probably won't do the white strap now because that's what they use to differentiate.
Yeah, I thought about that. The women's world title,
the women's titles. But I think all the titles should look different.
Me too.
I understand for the sake of merchandise sales, but different types of belts will equal more merchandise sales, don't you think?
Exactly. Give people some variety. Like I still, to this day, I want, and I told you about that, I still want the yellow Intercontinental title that the Ultimate Warrior had. To me, that was the most fire Intercontinental title.
Yeah, my favorite was the one that Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect fought over. But also the one that Cody Rhodes, when he was disfigured, Cody Rhodes, the white strap one that he brought back, because that was replacing. Yeah, that was a great one because it replaced the one that came out in the 1998 one, the one that Rock had, is when they changed it right before when he was feuding with Kim Shamrock, and it was a little bit more oval. That one was okay.
Wasn't that one like blue or was it purple? That one.
That was a black strap from what I remember. The one that the Rock had. Rock had it. Jeff Hardy had it.
I could have sworn it was like purple or blue.
Not to my recollection, but it might have been. It may have came out with a special edition of it, but I don't recall that. I just remembered the black strap and the oval, and it was just smaller. Didn't really care for it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one either.
Yeah,
hated it.
the one that Cody brought back, I like that one, and I wouldn't mind them going back to at least that size of the title.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the same inscription, same details, jewels or whatnot, but maybe that size to make it seem like the real deal. Honestly, how I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if they were to like kill the brand split and just have one championship, I would just say take the world title, the current world title that CM Punk has, and just make that the IC belt.
I don't like that idea.
I like that idea better than 2 world champions.
If they were to do that, just don't take the same design as the world title. Like, come up with something different. Because if it looks the same, I'm still going to think that's the world title. because that image is stuck in my head.
That's the predicament they put us in. Because after watching these last 2 weeks of Monday Night Raw with most of the roster from both brands there, it's even more reason for them just to kill the brand split, because the show was way better when you have all your top stars there.
And I was thinking about you too. I'm like, yo, they were really listening to VS. Like, yo, just have people visit the show, and this tournament kind of like solidified like your idea, and it has been better. You know, it has been better seeing like other people go visit other shows. Like, I was excited to see Solo Sikoa on Raw. I was like, oh, Sikoa on Raw, bro. Like, he's usually on SmackDown, but seeing him on Raw, I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And then, you know, guest appearance, we'll get to that later. But it was just cool seeing a SmackDown brand wrestler on Raw.
Yeah. And just like SmackDown, when they had that skirmish with the Usos and Drew McIntyre and everybody just fighting each other, and Braun Breaker putting Jay through the table and stuff like that. Like, we need
Braun
more of
that. Went against Cody. He went to SmackDown. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. We need just do that. So that way the star power is good for selling out the building, and it's good for the television product. And SmackDown's getting ready to go back to 3 hours.
And let's talk in their terms. It's good for business.
It's best for business.
It's best for business. I like that.
For business. You know what I mean? It's 2 nights a week. Make these shows super shows, and that's way. And also cross pollinating the top stars. Like, it's one of those things. It's like when you used to be the world champion, and you don't have the world title anymore. How do we still make your feuds mean something? We got to put you in the ring with other top stars. That's why Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre was WrestleMania worthy. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I digress. But IC Championship. You think that Dom is going to beat John Cena?
If I had to choose, I'm going with Dom. I think Dom is going to get that back. Cena getting the title was just kind of like, all right, cool. Now he's a Grand Slam. So that was just another notch under the legacy that he's left with the company. Because obviously Dom is not doing a bad job at all. You know, like, he's still getting a huge pop. We're still excited to see how he's going to win the title. He's living up to the stigma, Dirty Dom. He's coming up with new ways to like keep the title. Every time you think that he might lose, he comes up with some real rat snakish way to keep that title. So that's not getting old to me. I don't think it's getting old to anybody. But, you know, with John on the way out, that was like, all right, let's do one more thing to solidify him being the GOAT. So I think that's what that was.
Who do you think could use the bragging rights more for pinning John Cena?
I already got my answer, though. Let's see who you say my name. The one I got in my head.
And for me, it's going to be Gunther.
Okay.
Because Gunther could say, I retired Bill Goldberg and John Cena. But I can imagine Dom just becoming a menace, going around talking about how he beat Cena. Like, I still think Gunther's winning this tournament, and we're going to have that G.I. Joe moment with John Cena versus Gunther. And I don't think John Cena's going to lose his last match to send the fans home happy. But if he was to lose his last match against Gunther, it would help Gunther quite a bit. But I think it would help Dominic Mysterio even more if they got long-term plans for him. But feel free to let me hear what you was thinking.
Sir, I got one word for you. Yeah.
Okay.
He needs it. He needs it.
Okay.
He needs to get that win over John Cena. That's going to solidify him and put him into the right trajectory. They was planting that seed, which I was paying attention to. He was like, oh, what better way? I've never been Intercontinental Champion, and da-da-da-da, and yeah, and da-da-da-da-da, and yeah, and if I beat John Cena, I will be the greatest of all time, and I will be the Intercontinental Champion, yeah. I think they planting the seed for LA Knight to win.
Ooh. First of all, let me acknowledge that that's actually a great idea. It's a fantastic idea.
Because they got him twirling in the wind, bro. Like, we talk about this all the time. Every week, I tell you, they keep my man LA Knight and McIntyre twirling in the wind, bro.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind seeing Drew McIntyre versus Cena as well.
That would be fire, too.
But in terms of, like, Cena putting somebody over, Gunther would be fine. I think LA Knight definitely would benefit from those bragging rights more.
Gunther's fine and Dom is fine. They're they just got it, man. They don't need no help. They don't need no help. That's not even me just talking ish. It's just they're good.
So okay, so let's go with the LA Knight thing. LA Knight takes the Intercontinental Championship off of John Cena in John Cena's last match.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to feud with Dom, maybe?
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good because Dom is already popping. They're both popping, but Dom's popping a little more, but it'll probably kind of like keep them. And he wouldn't lose if he lost to Dom, if that makes sense.
Honestly, I think that's who LA Knight should feud with anyway.
Dom Mysterio?
Regardless. Yeah.
Why not?
He'll be good.
Like I said, going back to like the Jay-Z formula, you know, like whenever Jay was working on a new album, he collaborates with a young hot talent.
Yeah. I think I don't think that now if LA Knight doesn't get that win, I mean if I'm going to get a LA Knight versus Gunther final to determine who's taking on John Cena, I'm with it. That'd be cool. It could be a three-way match as well. That way the champion doesn't have to get pinned. If they wanted to out.
That would be tough though too, because it seems like you know, Gunther. So let me ask you this question. Let me rephrase it. Do you think it'll hurt if Gunther loses to LA Knight? It'll hurt Gunther because he just got back.
I think Gunther's untouchable.
Okay. But Gunther, like, he's been portrayed as this unstoppable force. And he already lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he lost the title, that was a lot, and he disappeared for a while. Now he's coming back, kind of like making his resurgence, and he just had that beautiful match, which I'm sure we'll talk about later, with Javon Evans. That was a really great match.
Mm-hmm.
Off. But
shout out to Javon.
Yeah, man. Nikki in the building. Thank you, man. Hey, thank you.
Salute.
But
salute.
For him to come back and to lose again, would that hurt like whatever storyline they like putting up for him?
Nah.
You don't think so?
I think, yeah, Gunther ain't nothing to mess with.
No,
probably the most believable heel.
Yeah.
Scariest heel that they got. They did him right with that 2-year IC title reign.
Mm-hmm.
And then his world championship reign, both of them were good.
They
was
were
believable. He carried that belt with prestige in a reign of terror.
Mm-hmm.
Hardly any shortcuts in his defenses. And he would come out to the ring. He did hardly, not much cowardice at all.
Mm-mm.
He just came out and wrecked shop. He is
and
good.
I love how they did you notice how they switched back to his like old school music? It's not like a breakdown no more, just the old school, just straight violin and just
evil.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. That's so hard.
Gunther's the boogeyman. That's why I wish they would have did that Punk feud right. And they still might. They might run it back after Punk gets done with Logan Paul. I assume Logan Paul Punk 1-on-1 is next. Unless something funky happens in War Games between Roman and Punk. But we'll talk about that. But yeah, I'm LA Knight, I'm not against that. It's just that LA Knight has not been pushed or presented to us in a way to make that more believable as a threat to John Cena than Gunther versus John Cena.
Yeah.
And I think that if Dom was to pin John Cena, it would be with some shenanigans from the Judgment Day, which would not hurt John Cena. Like no loss would hurt John Cena, but if I had a preference of how I want his last match to go, AA, get the pin, fans go home happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the perfect story.
Yeah, right off into the sunset, big win, retire the belt, put it up, hang it 15 feet above the ring, have a ladder match for it or something. Dom can sneak his way up the ladder, take it back, and then have LA Knight feud with him.
Yeah.
Going into WrestleMania.
You talking about LA Knight feud with Dom?
LA Knight feud with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah,
I think that's how I would book it, and that's off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can get, you know.
Me too. But even if Cena didn't win, you know, he kind of like say, hey, you the future kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, salute to you. Like, make sure this is how you're supposed to defend this title. Like, if Dom win on his own strength, that'd be a beautiful story. Like, no Judgment Day, If Dom wins by himself, you know what I'm saying? Like he pulls it out of his bag or whatever. Like, yo, like I'm at the end of the day, I'm a Mysterio.
Right.
And this is why I'm a Mysterio. Like I beat the greatest of all time, bro. And I'm still young. I'm just getting started.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think like who would bring that up in their promo all the time? Probably a Dominic Mysterio.
Yep. I beat the greatest of all time.
And he's the king of the luchadors, things of that nature. I mean, we'll see.
Man, yeah. Now that you said that too, the king of luchadors. Oh yeah, the king of luchadors and the greatest of all time. I beat the greatest of all time, so now I'm the greatest of all time.
Yeah, yeah. Did you? I don't know if you caught that promo a couple weeks ago. It was him and Rey Mysterio. They were doing a promo segment, and Dom was doing the whole thing about being the king of the luchadors. And then Rey Mysterio was like, "Oh, you're gonna disrespect Blue Demon and Eddie Guerrero." Yeah. And Dom said, "Don't talk about my father that way." Did you catch that part? I was like, that was just that was perfect timing. I love they do that throwback.
It's beautiful, man. Even on the Rey Mysterio did like it's this thing called Goat Talk, and this Complex does it. Complex magazine or Complex company. And it was Rey Mysterio and Quavo. And Quavo asked him something about Dom, whatever. And he was like, "Fuck my son." So I love it, man. I love how they're really like they're staying in character, even off, like on other situations. That's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like that consistency. Kayfabe, as they used to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and I hope they keep. I mean, we talked about this, I believe earlier this summer, and I think it was around the time that Americano El Grande was taken off, and we were like, okay, someday Ray's going to make that save, and then him and Dom will
reunite,
get back together, go get the tag team titles or something like that. But I actually like the idea of them just in storyline hating each other.
Yeah.
For as long as they can.
It's best for business.
Best for business. Dom's
something
just
to look forward to. It's something to continuously look forward to.
Right. As long as he's still getting that heat while still getting the pops. Dominic Mysterio, that is. Ride that momentum. Bar an injury. And I hope he doesn't get injured anytime soon.
I would say like because we know Ray's about getting close to that time too. Let his son retire him.
I'm pretty sure that'll be
like a career versus mask or something like that. And if Dom beats Ray, then he got to take off his mask and he's retired.
I like that. I like that. Mask versus hair.
Pay me some money, WWE. Mask versus career.
I would say mask versus hair. At some point, that Dom has to be threatened.
Dom like cut his hair?
That's what they do in Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
They do mask versus hair all the time. That's like a tradition. I'm the king of the luchadors. Put that long mane on the line.
Dom couldn't lose, man, because Dom cut his hair. He wouldn't even look right, bro. I think he'll lose his whole thing, bro.
It'll grow back quick.
He would have to win.
Similar to how CM Punk did mask versus hair with Rey Mysterio. Do you remember that?
I didn't watch that match. I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, the payoff was always the shave.
Yeah.
Getting your head shaved. And then CM Punk walked around wearing a mask for a couple weeks. It was great.
Yeah, that was a hard outfit, though. I liked it, though.
But Dom's trajectory, his future's bright to be the 20-something-year-old that he is. So we'll just see how he evolves. His tattoo on his neck is looking better because he's starting to do it on the sides now. So I'm not going to hate as much as I hated on tattoos before. Don't just, Penta's neck is tatted, but again, it's all over, so it's complete.
Yeah, it's not whole just thing. It's not just direct.
Just one little. Yeah, it's not distracting me. Shout out to Dom continuing to get that work. Looks like Roman Reigns might have got some more work done on his arm. We'll find out. And it looks like Bronson Reed got some new ink on his other forearm. It looked fresh. It looked pretty fresh. But I digress. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So you're saying that you think that Dom will beat Cena at Survivor Series? Am I putting words in your mouth?
Dom.
All right, that says it all. Going with Dom. I think Dom's eating an AA, and Cena's going to face Gunther in December. But I am happy with being wrong and it being LA Knight because I can't imagine anyone else at this moment. Do you see anyone else in the tournament at this moment?
No.
So LA Knight and Gunther are pretty much the only two?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But we'll see. But hey, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, why don't we?
Let's do it.
All right, so set it off. What happened on the show?
Shout out to my man Cena. It was his last Monday Night Raw. As well. Thank you so much. And I will say, man, it's wild because like I was a Cena fan, but I won't like a Cena fanatic. Like I respected him and stuff, but it's just like the closer he gets to his retirement, I'm like, wow, he's about to really retire. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of kicking in. I ain't even gonna front. I got a little emotional, bro. I got a little emotional with it, man. I'm like, yo, damn, Cena's really about to like not be wrestling no more, bro. So I like the shirts that he came out. The shirt he came out with, and it was like kind of like a New York not like a New York Yankees inspired joint, and it had Final Raw on the side. That was super cool. And he came out. He had to talk his ish. And of course, your boys came out, talk some trash to. Dirty Don came out and his boys came out to back him. And then he had some help.
By the way, I really like the Judgment Day's music.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like Finn and JD's theme, and I like Dom's. Dom's theme is like a remix of Rey Mysterio's theme, but the evil version.
Yeah,
I like that too.
It's just it's slowed down. Yeah, slowed down like tremendously.
He's always, no matter how much ish he talks about his dad, he's always like
he looks up to
representing. Yeah, so I love seeing that. But go ahead.
So Sheamus came out to help, and Papa Mysterio came out to help, and that turned into a 6-man tag, which was super cool. Ray's outfits always on point as usual. It was good to see Ray back in the ring too. Man, like Ray is just hats off, man. But for Ray to be like up there, and he's still like keeping up with the young guys.
Yeah. Ain't got to do much.
Mm-hmm.
Fly around, hit you with the senton, 619.
Mm-hmm.
He still moves good. We're not going to get the Rey Mysterio from 1996, but the one in 2025. Doing multiple
acai moonsaults or nothing like that, man. But it would do just enough to make you say, "Oh, this man still can move."
Oh yeah, he can still move. Matter of fact, how old is he? I think he's probably 53.
Yeah, Ray got to be in his 50s.
Definitely in his 50s. Let's see. Actually, no, he's 50 on the dot. His birthday, he'll be 51, December 11th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray, man.
Shout out to Ray.
Yeah. But that was a cool match, and of course the tribute, everybody doing the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah.
And sending John off on the right way. And then John walking down, Ray jumping on his back and saying bye to the crowd at least one more time. And something else that stood out to me, which I really didn't notice until somebody said something about it. Instead of John taking his towel, when he runs out and be like, like he threw it on the floor to say, "Oh, this is my last time here." You know what I'm saying? So that was really symbolic, like just little things, man. But yeah, John Cena, man, last Raw. That don't even sound right,
mean
bro.
A lot. Hey, listen, I thought about it too. I was like, yeah, this is the last Raw, but not really. But we'll see him again. He'll be there for like some Raw anniversary show. He'll probably be a Hall of Fame inductee in one of these WrestleManias. I hope it's not the Saudi Arabia one, but you never know.
Yeah.
But
might be a commentator maybe when he's not doing movies.
I don't know. I think his movie schedule is probably going to pick up. Become that next action hero. Although he's well versed and has a lot of different. He's like really versatile. He can do a lot of different things. He can do a romantic comedy if he wants. He can do an action movie. He can do an action comedy. He can do so much. I don't believe that I believe his last match may not be his last match. Something tells me that he's gonna be at WrestleMania 43.
I think so, man.
Nah,
I think you really checking out, bro.
That checkbook is bottomless for WrestleMania 43. He might show up.
He already got paid, man. When he said, "Yo, these are my last dates" or whatever, so he probably got a nice check for those set amount of dates.
What's the extra 10 mil for one night?
Well, you're right. Money talks. We'll see. We'll see how he act though. We'll see.
But like this, I haven't seen many wrestling retirements that
lasted very long.
No, they always came back somehow, some way. Terry Funk retired. I don't know how many times Terry Funk retired. Mick Foley came back. Ric Flair came back. Shawn Michaels came back. They always come back. Edge came back. Everybody comes back because they get that fever. You know what I mean? They get that itch. It's like, nah, I'm gonna go back in front of this crowd. That feeling, that electricity. You know what I mean? And if he can still go, why not? But the story, the way it's going to end, I'm with it. I also like in the match, it was fun to see just a 6-man tag. They should do that more often because in AEW they do a lot of like what we call party matches, where it'll be a 6-man or a 4-man tag, or an 8-man tag or a 10-man tag. Like a great way to get lots of stars on the show in different configurations. Mm-hmm. So I love the way that it's, and since the fans home happy, we got to see them all do the 10 beats of Belgium. Did I say that right? Is it Belgium? The 10 beats to the chest?
Your guess is as good as mine. I ain't gonna front.
It's the 10 beats of something. Somebody in the comments correct us,
please.
And then of course
we know it starts with a B, though. At least we know that part.
Yeah, I want to disrespect the city or country that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Or is it the Bowery?
How dare you?
Let's look it up. Sheamus 10 beats of the Bodran. 10 beats of the Bodran. It's spelled BODHRAN. With one of those fancy characters on top of the R.
Yeah. So that means that the enunciation is a certain way.
Yes, I don't want to mess that up, but that is one of my favorite moves, because if you aim wrong and start pounding somebody's nipple, they are going to be pretty mad at you later. Matter of fact, you can tell when someone's like, all right, chill out, Sheamus, when he's aiming incorrectly. But he all did it, so that was a pretty fun moment, right?
Yeah, it was. And I like how the little detail of Ray had to get on the second rope because he was short. He was like,
right. He still got it, though. Got to do it on his son, so. Hit a double 619. Sheamus hit the bro kick.
Yeah.
Cena hit the AA off JD McDonough. I'm sure JD McDonough was happy as hell to be in that match. And I don't recall ever seeing Finn Balor and John Cena mix it up either. So we got like a 3-for-1. It's pretty good.
And I like how the triple finisher. JD hit that big moonsault. Finn hit the coup de grace, and then Dom hit the frog splash. I was like, oh, that. It would have been over, man, if he wouldn't have got a save. That was insane.
I was half wanting Cena to power out of it and Hulk up, but that wouldn't have been realistic. But it would have been cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure had they did that to like Mark Henry or the Big Show, they would have pushed them all off.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking he was gonna do? I was thinking a double attitude adjustment was coming to like 2 of them at least.
Oh, he could. John Cena did it to Bronson Reed, so I assume he can pick up.
He can pick up Finn and JD.
He can pick those both. He can pick them both up. But yeah, very great way to open the show. I'm with it.
Yeah. So next, man, we had Solo Sikoa was a surprise guest, and he was facing my boy, man. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world.
So Dolph Ziggler.
Not expecting that, man. I ain't gonna front, man. I was excited, bro. I was like, I got excited, bro.
Poppy guy was huge.
I rock with Dolph Ziggler, bro.
Dolph Ziggler is an amazing talent. He just has one of the worst names in professional wrestling.
I know you hate his name, bro.
That's all. But his music is. I love his music.
It's fire, yeah.
Yeah, that music sonically is great. He came out. His tights were very Shawn Michael-ish.
That was hard.
Reminded me of like 90s.
It was like
Shawn
a mix
Michaels.
Between Shawn Michaels and Edge.
Yeah, so I like this gear.
Mm-hmm.
He came out. The pop was crazy. He still moves great. Granted, he's been wrestling in TNA this entire time under his real name. His brother is
Nick
also in
Nimitz.
TNA. Yeah. So I don't know if this was a one-time thing. Is he going? Because I checked the TNA roster before we got in the studio just to see if he was still listed as a roster member, and he is. So I don't know if this was a one-time thing, but by going by that pop, maybe they should figure out something to do with him. Maybe to put over some young talent to break some of the monotony. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was thinking, maybe he was back or, but you're right. It might have just been a one-time thing, which that would suck.
Yeah, I don't know if they acknowledged. I wasn't paying attention to the commentary during his entrance, if they even mentioned that he is like the former TNA world champion or not.
They ain't say none of that. No.
Yeah.
They ain't say
Granted,
none.
he's a former WWE world champion. They would probably say that before anything. Matter of fact, he's beaten Cena in the main event, the tables, ladders, and chairs. I remember that. It was in Brooklyn, New York, because I was there for it. And that's when AJ Lee turned, and then him and Dolph Ziggler were in cahoots. Interesting how far we've come. I remember Dolph Ziggler was in the Spirit Squad. He was Nikki.
They did mention that, though, when he was coming down. He was like, oh, former Spirit Squad member, came a long way. I don't know the exact context of exactly what they were saying, but they did mention Spirit Squad.
John Cena and DX beat up the Spirit Squad every week. But the Spirit Squad were the top heels for a moment in time.
Yeah.
That was, I could
say,
that was
the Spirit Squad again? It was Ziggler. Who else?
It was Ziggler. This guy named Ken Doane. He had a killer leg drop, and he was dating Mickie James back then. So it was Nikki, Kenny, Monty. Who was the one that kept doing the Roger Rabbit? Hold on.
I don't remember.
Let me look this up. So it was Johnny Jeter. Johnny Jeter was a good wrestler. He was in OVW. He used to tag team with Matt Capratelli. Forgive me if I said Matt's name incorrectly. And rest in peace. Matt Capratelli was on Tough Enough. Unfortunately, he passed away. But him and Johnny Jeter used to team up. Johnny Jeter was really good. Mitch was the guy who was like the tallest one, or the next to tallest. Ken Doane was the tallest, but Mitch was the one who would come out with the cone and he would lead the cheers. And he would do the Roger Rabbit in the ring like a little geek. Then there was Mikey. Mikey was the shortest one, Mikey Mondo, who he went on to wrestle. I remember seeing him in Ring of Honor. I don't know what he's doing now. Like 4 out of 5 of them were good.
Yeah.
They were all good. The Proswell of the group was Mitch. But so Kenny, Mikey, Johnny, Mitch, and Nikki, the new kids on the block, the Spirit Squad. But that's how Dolph Ziggler was. That's how he first came into WWE. So shout out to Dolph Ziggler for a very, very long career and still in great shape, still moves great. And his psychology is probably even way better now than it was back then. So they can still do some things with him.
Still got a cool finish move, man. The zigzag.
Yeah, Solo sold that zigzag pretty well because I was talking about how that move is dumb, but
you like
Solo
the zigzag?
Sold it good. It's fine. It's fine. It looked good. Now
I guess it depends on like how much they sell it. That makes it look better, right?
Yeah. On top of that, Dolph Ziggler is amazing at selling. Like having long hair kind of helps because you can like whip it back and forth. But Dolph Ziggler, like Mr. Perfect level of selling. So the zigzag was cool. He sold the hell out of that Samoan spike at the end. It's probably one of the best Samoan spikes I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Yeah, I was like, it's over. I was like, I ain't even think, he might kick out. I was like, nah, it's over. That was it.
But great performance.
Yeah, it was a good match.
And they didn't do any follow-up on it. Like, they didn't beat him up anymore when it was over. So that led me to believe that maybe he's going back to TNA. But I'd recommend that they hold on to him and help cultivate some young talent. Put them against
I agree,
Dom.
man. They need that. And we was talking about them not having enough talent on either roster. You know what I'm saying? Like one roster, they have great talent, but not enough. On a Raw roster, they got great talent, same thing, but not enough. Not enough people to feud with, not enough to like build like similar storylines to make something like beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like we're tired of seeing the same people tie up and build up to the same main two to face off against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, let's spruce it up. Let's have something different, man. No more casserole.
Well, at least the last 2 weeks, we haven't seen, the the usual recipe of Vision, insert Uso, Punk, or LA Knight. So
Thank
I
God.
appreciate that.
Thank God.
Like I said, it's a lot different seeing Cody Rhodes on Raw. You know what I mean?
So next, man, we had Nikki Bella's going against Stephanie Vaquerde. It's a rivalries. That's official now. How you feel about that? Who you think is gonna? Who you got winning that? Or is that a given? Duh, right?
Yeah, I think Stephanie's going to walk out still the champion. This will be her biggest, highest profile defense.
Yeah.
Taking on a legend and a former Divas champion.
Yeah.
So I think, and it was, I love a good beat down, beat him down in the entrance.
Yeah.
Talk that talk. So we'll see what Nikki does. Would a match be good? We'll find out. Nikki's style and Stephanie's style are two different styles, but.
Man, she's going to get washed. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Nikki?
Yes. It's no contest. No disrespect. Appreciate her contribution to the comp, but it's just Stephanie's just different.
Yeah.
She's different. But Nikki, I love you. You're beautiful. I love you. If it turns out to be a good match, man, hats off. And I will definitely, if you make it a great match, I would definitely be excited about it. But I ain't gonna sleep. We'll see what happens. I mean, we know Stephanie is just one of those ones, bro.
Right. Yeah, she's special. I mean, can you think of anyone else? Can you think of anyone else who could
match up with Stephanie?
Yeah.
Lyra, that's it.
Lyra and Rhea and Io.
Lyra, yeah. Sorry, excuse me. I was just thinking about like young talent. I mean, damn. Let me take that back.
Rhea's 29, Io and 28, young 29.
Too. Yeah. Io, Rhea, Lyra, my girl Maxine, man, she's potential. We'll talk about it later, though, right? Just potential. She's showing a little bit of promise.
I guess.
You are not a fan. I know you are not a fan at all.
So leading up to WrestleMania, in terms of like some money matchup, Rhea, Lyra, of course, because we're both Team Lyra. Ultimately, I like to see Becky and Stephanie have a feud.
Of course, the Becky might happen. It might happen because once again, you need that legend rub. You know, you need that legend rub, just like Becky gave it to Lyra. So I could see that happening in the foreseeable future. But if I had to make a match between who I think is gonna bring the most money in, probably Rhea versus Stephanie. That'd be a super money match.
High profile WrestleMania or Rumble type of match. Definitely Rhea. Becky, the legend rub would be good.
Before they get to WrestleMania, that will have to happen.
Yeah. So to solidify Stephanie even more.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If that's the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with it. But yeah, Stephanie and Nikki, cool.
So I think we got our War Games women's match with Alexa and Charlotte finally coming around, joining the squad. And then we got the Kabuki Warriors. We got Last Legend, Nia Jax. But I think they need two more, right?
They need two more people, right? And we talk about the squad, we're talking about Alexa, Charlotte, and Rhea
and Io
versus my boo Nia Jax.
Kabuki Warriors, a Last Legend, and Nia. So they both need one more person.
Great opportunity for Last Legend, who's been looking great on television.
Yeah, she looks amazing.
I told you in the beginning of the year, like, she's special. She got it. If her, and I was just looking at the Kabuki Warriors in the front when he was coming down the ramp, and Nia and Lash in the back, like twin towers, like they could be a very dominant tag team if they wanted to. Very dominant.
I would watch Nia and Lash. I'm for it.
The natural disasters right there.
Mm-hmm. Reincarnated.
Yeah. But they need two more people. They need two more people, and I think we got an idea of who that's going to be.
Who you think?
But who do I think? I think AJ, Lee, and then Becky on Team Kabuki.
Those are good picks.
I feel as if it's the obvious picks.
It does. That's why I think they might pull one on us. You know what I'm saying? We'll think it's gonna be AJ, but then AJ will like, I would, but I got some personal business to take care of because she was the one that caused. We're gonna get to that later. She caused something to happen, and so now that person's pissed off and they want to like get at her. So they might have a singles match.
I think that's coming eventually.
You think it might come in later? But you think that might be the perfect thing to put them as the final two pieces on those teams?
Only because backstage, Rhea approached AJ and said, "Let's chat."
Yeah.
That said it all to me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Me too. But you know how they like to like pull one though. Like they want to make us think that's gonna happen, and then they're like, "Oh, gotcha."
Nah, I think they're going that route for sure.
Yeah.
Could they have picked some better options? Probably.
I agree. 1000%.
But I think that's the route they're going. They're going to delay that one-on-one match. I think the first thing Becky got to do is get her strap back.
You think she will get it back?
100%. His reign on the Maxine Dupree's reign on the top will be shorter than Leprechaun's. But we'll get to that segment a little bit later. What happened next? Gold?
So
Go
next,
ahead, Darnell.
Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch.
Oh, we're right there, right on our doorstep.
Mm-hmm. Bum, bum, bum.
So I'm going to let you have this one because I think you're a Maxine fan, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Shout out to Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree definitely started off as just kind of like one of those support characters. And they started putting her in matches, consistently. And I like the way she's developing. Of course, she's still a little green, but I mean, who wasn't? Who wasn't? But I think she has a lot of potential to become a superstar, just like a Charlotte or just like a Stephanie Vaquer. She might need a little more work, a little more, have to work with certain people, to fine tune her own technical move or get her move set. But she did her thing in a match, and of course she had like a little help, but I think it was a good look for her getting that belt, man. You want to like you want to bring in young talent and like give them a chance. And you saw that pop. That pop was undeniable. They was excited for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it also set the stage for a different feud, which, we was just talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I kind of called that too. I forgot exactly what I was at. I was like, I don't know what I said. I don't know if I was like, maybe I think they're setting her up to become a champion soon or something of that nature. We'll have to go back in the files or the episode we was talking about Maxine. But yeah, man, I was excited about that. I was really excited. I was clapping.
It was a great crowd. Big moment for Maxine. We got the pop from AJ coming out. We got the pop from Maxine winning.
Yeah.
We'll give her. I'm not going to dump on it. I think they did a good job building up to the match with Maxine wanting to take some time to train for it and prepare for it and be ready for it. The storyline, the feud itself, it was serviceable. I give her that. And Maxine Dupree has this really great charisma about her.
She does.
Her facial expressions, the way she carries herself, it's just when the bell rings, it's babuki.
Yeah. But she's really green. And I will say that, I can say that because me and you, we're very open about like as far as like talent wise, and we won't be biased. And like I said, I'm a fan of her, but that's why I said she's very green, very, very green. But just like Jade's still kind of green.
Jade's better than Maxine Dupree.
She is. I'm not comparing the two, but Jade still is green.
No, Jade's still green, but compared to Maxine Dupree,
certain spots, she's a little slow to get into, and you can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Jade is William Regal compared to Maxine Dupree. But Maxine Dupree, at least she's not like, drizzling with greenness. Like I would say Maxine Dupree on Raw is what B-Fab is on SmackDown. and B-Fab has incredible charisma and a great look. They're both tall, slender, sexy, but their work has a lot. They got a lot of work to do.
So more of the look that's working in their favor, you think?
Well, so I don't want to put it just on their good looks. There's plenty of good looking women all over the world. I'm just saying that they have a charisma to match it. They can both talk. They both are good with facial expressions. Like B-Fab has a lot of charisma.
Yeah.
And Maxine Dupree has a lot of charisma. So, and I think that helps them. And I know they both try. They both put in effort.
Yeah.
It's just that when the bell rings, they're not that good. But neither was Stacy Keibler. Neither was Tori Wilson, Candice Michelle. The list goes. Alicia Fox, Sable. I can name a lot of Hall of Fame talent from the women's division that didn't have the total package.
If you want to be real, what's my girl name, man? Alyssa Blackwife.
Zelina's decent.
But you can tell she's still kind of green. She has certain times where you're like, okay, you still.
She's like on the level of she's not as good as Michin.
No,
Michin's better than Zelina.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Right, there's just levels to it. Like I love me some Nia Jax, and she ain't no lyrical miracle. It's all about who she's in the ring with. If she's in the ring with a Bayley or a Rhea Ripley, the match is going to be serviceable. Yeah. But you leave her put her in there with the wrong person, it ain't gonna work.
But like those natural talents, man, like the Charlottes and the Stephanie Vaquedes and the Lyras, some just got it. You know what I'm saying? Some just got it, and some just like and Tiffany. Tiffany, bro. Like people can say whatever they want. Tiffany is a natural.
Yeah, she's a natural athlete. Yeah. She's an athlete. I don't look at. You could be there's athletes and there's fitness models. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Maxine Dupree. Now that you got the title, now that you have this title, you have a lot of visibility, a lot of eyes on you. So what you gonna do with it? Let's see.
The sky's not a limit; it's the view, baby.
Yeah. So let's just see what it turns out to. I do think that reign on the top will be short, and Becky will get it back very quickly. At least I think Becky will have that belt back before she faces off with AJ one-on-one, because most likely AJ might take that belt if she's planning on being a full-time competitor. Left to be determined. But shout out to Maxine, and we'll just see where it goes. Next up.
So I think we finally got once again our War Games components for the men's division too.
Yeah, that's definitely set. That is set in stone at this moment.
Yeah. So we got the Usos. We got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns versus Tribal Chief OTC.
How do you feel about them chanting for him before he even comes out? It's kind of like we know you're there. They don't chant for him any other time.
It's like they're waiting for it, man. It's like granted though, like I'm trying to think. When I went to the show, was they chanting his name?
I don't recall.
I think they were.
Felt like a true surprise.
I have to go back and watch it. But still, we did not think he was coming. You know what I'm saying? And he just popped up, and it just
that was a big surprise.
Went insane. Everybody went insane, bro. Everybody went insane. But I knew Brock Lesnar was coming too, bro. When Paul Heyman was in the back in that segment, he's like, oh, wait till you see the last surprise I got. I'm like, well, we know it's gonna be Brock. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but get out of here, bro. We know it's Brock. We know that been in your back pocket since he came back to the WWE. So it's like you ain't surprising nobody with that. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
we speculated that.
Yeah. It's like, come on, we know that was gonna happen. But it's like the Roman thing is like, was it going to be Roman or was it, who else was thinking it was going to be? Cena,
LA
right?
Knight or Cena.
Cena. We was thinking, I think for the most part, it was Roman or Cena we was thinking. If it was like when they said he had that match against Dom, I was like, damn, it's not Cena. So it had to be Roman. Had to be.
But see, the thing is that Roman, when he lost to Bronson Reed or whatever,
yeah,
he was like, "I'm not going to see y'all till Christmas."
You did, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did y'all not have a plan back then? Man,
y'all couldn't let the steak grill this a little longer?
I mean, why even? But all right, whatever. I got my bloodline hat on today, so I'm happy to see Usos and Roman together.
Yeah, me too. But let's I'm curious to see what happens, because last time they went on good terms, so it's like, how are they gonna work together?
We got one more episode of Raw?
Yeah.
One more episode of Raw for them
next Saturday.
What city? And we're gonna figure out a sports bar or something to watch it at.
Yeah.
Not one city, not the city that they're going to be in, but what city is Raw in next week?
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask Chadrick Ewan. Oklahoma City.
Patrick Ewan. That's pretty good. You better patent that right now.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be in Oklahoma City next week. I don't know if the tribal chief's going to show up there or not, but it'd be in their best interest for everyone to be there. Most likely they will. Let's see.
Oh yeah, he gonna pop out.
If he doesn't show up on Raw, he'll show up on SmackDown. Where's SmackDown going to be? Let me see what he says. SmackDown. Sorry. Oh, that's right. I wonder if they're going to tape SmackDown early because of Thanksgiving.
Probably. I ain't think about that. Yeah, they're going to have everybody go home.
But yeah, people want to go home and be with their families,
Yeah.
They deserve all the time off they can get. That's going to be in Denver.
Colorado.
So Oklahoma.
Denver, Colorado.
Well, yeah, I'm excited for the match.
Me too.
I think that there's room for some storytelling within the match. I was thinking about it, like how much story was actually put into this War Games when you think about all the competitors that are actually in it. So Roman beef with Division. God, man, I wish Seth wasn't hurt. But hey, they did what
they had to really scramble and come up with something, man. That really put like a whole
monkey wrench and everything, right? But what was we got Division, of course, Braun and Bronson feuding with Roman, Jay, and Jimmy. Also being a thorn in the side for CM Punk. Yeah. Not necessarily a thorn in the side for Cody, but Cody's had his beef with Drew, and Cody's had beef with Brock Lesnar in the past. And Cody has also feuded with Logan Paul. So it's not like any of these competitors are strangers to each other. Maybe the exception of Brock Lesnar. Let me think. No, Brock Lesnar's pretty much beat up everybody on the face side. In terms of the matchup, everybody has some level of synergy with each other to kind of justify them being locked up. I think I mentioned that the next time that Cody and Drew were ready to tango, it would be some type of gimmick match. So War Games can be that. The question is, wasn't Drew McIntyre suspended indefinitely?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing it up, because that makes no sense. So, like, and they didn't even have any kind of, like, backing or some kind of clause. It was just my man Heyman with, like, his little notebook, like, what are you saying?
Right.
What are you saying? We don't hear what you're saying. Like, make it make sense. I'm lost.
I can Google it.
Help me, please.
His return was justified in story by a loophole that allowed him to participate despite the suspension.
They ain't explained that to us, though. He just had, like I said, he just had a little contract in his hand saying blah, 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 blah. I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
Apparently on commentary, they noted that even suspended superstars could be used to fill the War Games team under the rules. That is from ESPN.com.
Okay.
It's still stupid, though.
It is. We don't believe you. You need more people.
Hey, listen, in the wrestling business, sometimes you got to make last-minute decisions. They picked the right guy.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think the thing about War Games, for me at least, is supposed to be where things are so out of control between rival factions or rival stars that this is the only way to settle it.
Yeah.
Luckily, everybody in this match has some level of beef. And Brock Lesnar just hates everybody.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar don't give no
Fs
at all.
Matter of fact, he came in that ring and wrecked shop very, very quickly. I was like, damn, Brock Lesnar, please don't hurt him.
Exactly. When he gave Punk that first like belly
suplex,
I was like,
belly.
I said, please don't hurt that man.
This man don't know his own
just
strength.
became champion. Please do not injure him. We don't need no more injuries.
We don't.
Because the way he landed, man, he landed pretty hard.
Yeah. Great. I mean, but yeah, it was a good show. Real quick before we wrap up, who do you think is going to win the men's War Games? At least we don't have the full women's match yet, but in terms of the men's War Games, who do you think is going to win?
Probably Team Heyman.
Yeah, I'm thinking Team Heyman as well. I think Jimmy Uso is going to take that pin.
Yeah, they will continue to geek my man out. Which
at least he's in the main event though. This is third War Games.
Yeah, that works, man. But it's like when you just kind of like the butt of the joke, it still don't matter.
He'll get to jump off the cage or something at least, maybe,
They better do something, man. I'm still rooting for you, Jimmy.
Big Jimbo! We is rooting for Jimmy Uso. Listen, have a great War Games match, then go home and spend, actually that's after Thanksgiving. Hopefully you have a great Thanksgiving with your wife, and then you go to San Diego, and you jump off the cage through a table or something, try to help your team win, but one of those Usos is getting pinned. So that's the way I see it.
I just want to see him hold. Well, it's probably not going to be before the end of this year. Before the end of next year, man, I just want to see him hold singles gold. That's my only wish.
Hey, we'll do a 2026.
Put me on your wish list.
We'll do a prediction show of who's going to be carrying gold in 2026. We'll do that probably in December.
Yeah.
Before we get to New Year's.
Spoiler alert, Logan Paul.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. If he's going to win that Rumble. Saudi Arabia Rumble.
Oh, we got to do our Rumble prediction too, like soon.
Well, I would do that closer to the event.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think that's it. And we're going to do our 2025 awards, the HHW awards, and then we'll do the HHW 2026 predictions.
I like that.
And then we'll build towards Rumble. And then we'll start looking towards, once we get past Elimination Chamber, we can start all of our WrestleMania speculation. All right.
We got to have
here before we.
For the HHW awards, we got to have most improved superstar, something like that too.
We'll have some fun categories. We're gonna work that out. But either way,
real fun.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up so we don't exceed our 60-minute time limit. So let's go ahead and wrap it up and hit our plugs. HHW fam, we appreciate you rocking with us. Check out my man's Steven Gold. He has a year worth of freestyles on SoundCloud that you can check out, and a whole plethora of music that he's dropped over the past decade plus on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, you name it. Look for Steven Gold, Steven Gold.
Yes, sir.
I got your plugs right there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Fantastic. Now, our other co-host, Mr. Madison J.
County.
Rap is Like Wrestling 1, 2, and 3, all on Bandcamp, where you can support the artist directly. But Rap is Like Wrestling 2 is on all streaming platforms, just like Steven Gold's music as well. While you're at it, while you're listening to their sounds, while you're listening to some good hip-hop that doesn't compromise your integrity, you can go to hiphopandwrestling.com or hiphopwrestling.com. I own both of them. It'll take you to the same place where you can buy HHW gear, shirts, mugs, bottle openers, hoodies, you name it. But the Black Friday code will be dropping soon, so you can get a nice, generous discount, so that way you can get some stocking stuffers from the HHW store. We appreciate all the love and support. Did I forget anything?
You forgot to say peace.
That's right. That's right. Peace.
Peace.